Assalamualaikum students, how are you? Hope you all are fine. Today we are starting the lecture of social studies book 5. So we will open our contents. Today we will start the third lesson of unit number 1, that is life in desert and forest regions, which is on page number 15. First of all, mention today date and also the date here. So life in desert and forest region. What is meant by deserts? Desert is a place or an area where there is a little rainfall or where there is a dry winds. So it may be a dusty, it may be a sandy, it may be a rocky. So desert is the area where there is a little rainfall. It is mostly in the western regions. Deserts. There are many hot and cold deserts in the world. So there are many deserts. They may be hot or may be cold in the world. Deserts form in places where their deserts are formed. Deserts form in places where there is a little rainfall. The areas where there is a little rainfall, ऐसे areas जहाँ पे हमारे पास कम rain होती है, वहाँ पे हमारे पास क्या होते हैं, desert forms होते हैं. As you can see in the map below, most of the deserts are in the western part of the continents. From there we will see the map. This is the west and this is east and north and south pole. So this green area is desert. So looking at this map, this is desert. So these all are deserts. Okay. So it is mostly located in the west part of the world, of the continent. Okay. So these all are greenish areas are deserts. Next is the type of the desert. Some of the different types of the deserts are described here. There are many types of the desert. Some of are described here. Number 1 is the polar deserts. What is meant by polar deserts? Polar deserts. These deserts are at the two poles of the earth, the Arctic and the Antarctic. Polar deserts are those deserts which are formed at the poles of Arctic and the Antarctic. In a map, there is the Arctic, there is the Arctic region and there is the Antarctic region. So the desert which is present at the Arctic poles and the Antarctic poles is known as the polar deserts. Polars means cold areas. So cold areas are present at the poles of Arctic and the Antarctic regions. So the desert which is found in the Arctic and the Antarctic regions is known as the polar deserts. Next one is that is the subtropical deserts. So what are the subtropical deserts? These are close to the tropic north and south of the equators. Where they are present near to the equator, Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. We know that where is the equator? Equator is a line in the center of the earth. This is the equator and this is the Tropic of Cancer and this is the Tropic of Capricorn. Okay. So the desert which is located here, these are known as subtropical deserts. For example, at the Tropic of Cancer, this is a desert greenish area. This is a desert. This is the Sahara Desert. And this is the Tropic of Capricorn. There is a desert that is a Kalahari. So this is also the subtropical desert. So the desert which is located near the equator of the Tropic of Capricorn or Tropic of Cancer is known as subtropical deserts. The winds that blow across these deserts are dry, so little rain falls here. तो यहाँ पे जो हवाएं हमारे पास चलती हैं इन डेजर्ट में, वो बहुत हमारे पास ड्राई होती हैं, कोई मॉइस्चर नहीं होती उसमें. सो जब वो हमारे पास हवाएं जो विंड्स होंगी वो ड्राई होंगी तो ऑटोमेटिकली हमारे पास लेस रेन फॉल होगी और लेस रेन फॉल होती है यहाँ पे. ठीक है. सो व्हाट आर द एग्जांपल ऑफ द सब ट्रॉपिकल डेजर्ट? वन इज द सहारा डेजर्ट, द अरेबियन डेजर्ट एंड द Kalahari deserts are the desert of this type. So there is a three desert: Arabian desert, Kalahari desert and the Sahara desert are the example of the subtropical deserts. Look at this map. This is the Sahara desert, this is the Arabian desert and this is the Kalahari desert. So all these are the subtropical deserts. The third type of the deserts are continental deserts. These deserts are in the middle of the continents. So these deserts are present at the middle of the continents. Winds do not bring rain clouds so far inland. The Gobi Desert, Hazelcomb Desert, and the Lut in Iran are the example of the continental desert. So in continental desert are those deserts which are present at the middle of the continents. Here they are present in the middle of the continent. These are present. This is known as continental desert. For example, Gobi Desert. These are example of what? Continental desert. So this is a continental deserts. यहाँ पे भी हमारे पास क्या होता है, हवाएं जो होती हैं वो हमारे पास रेन क्लाउड्स नहीं लेके आती हैं. ठीक है, तो देयर आर अदर थ्री एग्जांपल. गोबी डेजर्ट, हेजलकुम डेजर्ट एंड द दस्ते लुट इन ईरान आर द एग्जांपल ऑफ द कॉन्टिनेंटल डेजर्ट. So underline in these important points. These are the example of the continental deserts. कॉन्टिनेंटल डेजर्ट में एक और एग्जाम्पल है हमारे पास, दैट इज़ द एटाकामा डेजर्ट्स. द एटाकामा डेजर्ट इन चार्ल्स, साउथ अमेरिका इज़ द रेन शैडोज ऑफ द एंडस माउंटेन. In South America there is a desert which is known as Atacama deserts. Atacama deserts वो कहाँ पे प्रेजेंट है हमारे पास, साउथ अमेरिका में प्रेजेंट है, एंडस माउंटेन के अंदर प्रेजेंट है. ठीक है, एंडस माउंटेन के पास प्रेजेंट है, उससे हम क्या कहते हैं, Atacama deserts. It has not received any rainfall for several years and is known as the driest place of the earth. इसमें क्या है, इस डेजर्ट में, एटाकामा डेजर्ट में सेवरल ईयर, बहुत से सालों से बारिश नहीं हुई, तो इसे हम वर्ल्ड की ड्राइस्ट प्लेस कहेंगे. अर्थ पे सबसे ज़्यादा खुश्क प्लेस जो है वो हमारे पास कौन सी, एटाकामा डेजर्ट है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे बहुत सालों से बारिश नहीं हुई. तो एटाकामा डेजर्ट इज़ प्रेजेंट इन द साउथ अमेरिका. Okay, also underline 8. Which is the driest place on the earth? The Atacama desert is the driest place on the earth. Why? Because it does not receive rainfall from several years. That's why it is known as the driest place of the earth. Okay, look at this map. This is Atacama desert. It is in South America. This is the driest place of the earth. Number 4th one is the coastal deserts. So what is the coastal desert? Coastal desert are those deserts which is the land where it meets the ocean, or the land which is present near the oceans are known as a coastal desert. Coastal deserts are formed where there is an ocean. So these are the coastal deserts. In some coastal areas, the areas where the land meets the ocean, all the winds come from these oceans, but it does not bring the rainfall. They are dry. In some coastal areas, dry land winds blow throughout the years. कोस्टल एरियाज में क्या होता है, हमारे कोस्टल एरियाज में होता है ड्राई लैंड होता है, तो हमारे पास जो हवाएं आती हैं वो सारा साल चलती रहती हैं, लेकिन they do not carry much moisture, so no rain falls and the land becomes a deserts. यहाँ पे सारा साल हवाएं तो चलती हैं, लेकिन वो जो हवाएं ब्लो होती हैं वो हमारे पास रेनफॉल नहीं आती. दे आर ड्राई, दे आर नॉट मॉइस्चर. तो ये क्या हमारे पास है, लैंड जो होता है इसकी वजह से खुश्क हो जाता है. जब वो हवाएं आती हैं खुश्क होती हैं, तो इसकी वजह से लैंड क्या होता है, खुश्क हो जाता है. तो द नाम्बिन डेजर्ट्स इन Namibia is a coastal desert. The example of the coastal desert is Namibin desert in Namibia is a coastal desert. There is one example of the coastal desert. Look at this picture. This is Namibin. This Namibin desert is an example of the coastal deserts. Okay.